Today's topic, the number one secret to make a man love and value you. I want to read a quote from one of my beautiful YouTube followers because I thought this was just such a great summing up of what this should look like. She said, "How a man feels about you is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. If you can't love or value yourself, then you can't expect a man to do the same." I was like, that is wonderful. So they went on and said, please make a video with some examples of this. And, I was talking to a number of women in person, and they're like, your advice is great, but it's assuming everyone understands what a healthy relationship, what a healthy inside looks like. And quite frankly, a lot of single people, which makes sense, don't fully have this whole healthy thing happening, which explains why we're not in happy relationships, is because we haven't done some of the work on ourselves. And trust me, I've had to work on my stuff, my people pleasing, my inability to have great boundaries. I had to work on this stuff. I'm still working on this stuff. So I want to talk about some of the stuff that I'd love women to have, and some of the tribulations that you folks may have, and some examples, if you'll allow me. So I have this one friend who is stunningly beautiful. And for some reason, she's wildly insecure about her looks. There's something about that LA culture that even the most beautiful woman becomes insecure. So she's seeing this another coach friend of mine, and her activity for her is, I want you to stand naked in the mirror and look at yourself, dance around, do whatever you need to do, but get comfortable in your skin and say, man, I am beautiful. And just keep looking at yourself until you feel it and you know it. And in your core, in your essence, you know that you are beautiful. So part of loving yourself is loving the physical appearance. And so, that's, falling in love with my dad bod, which is fortunately 15 pounds less than it was if you watch some of my older videos. But I accepted what that was then. I accept where it is now. I love it. And wherever you're at, just love what it is. I don't care if you're, 200 pounds overweight or you're 10 pounds underweight. Just, this is you. This is what you've got going on. Love it. Oh God, nothing is sexier than a woman who is comfortable being vulnerable. And talk about a man valuing a woman and making a man just love and adore you. It's all about confidence, which is a synonym of vulnerability. So if you can be vulnerable and you can do it confidently and smoothly, oh my God, is that sexy. A woman that just puts it out there, you know what? I have some baggage and here's what it is. And here's how I'm working on it. Whoa. When I've had women do that on dates, I value them so much. Because it's so sexy. She knows what's wrong. She's working on it. Not like maybe a woman, for example, that's doesn't know what's wrong and maybe is just doing it and not being confident, and that's not good. I'd rather someone I have flaws, here what they are, but I'm working on them. Because we all have stuff we're working on, right? No one's perfect. And being able to tell a succinct story and do it confidently and then move on. That is sexy. So I truly value that. And guys, bear with me. This is coming from my lens. This is my perspective. So not every man feels this way. But there was a science experiment done that asked what men see as the sexiest quality in women. And confidence did rank number 1. So this should be universal. But I'm still putting my lens on this. So hopefully you're okay with that. Oh, number 3, a man valuing you. This example, third example, comfortable letting the man steer the ship. Oh, like nothing is more like a queen. I mean, this is the embodiment of being a queen and being a high value woman and just, whew. So, we had this whole like independent woman feminism movement, which is great, and I'm so pro women. Obviously, I built a channel around helping women, but there's an aspect that is not helping us as women. What that is not allowing a man to help or have a role. And let's use a simple example, like you go to on a Starbucks date and you forgot the sugar and you're like, oh, I'm going to get up and get that. Which is perfectly fine. That's what an independent woman does. She's like, I got this. For all you single moms out there that are rock solid, you take care of your children, you drive them to school, you do the groceries, you pay the bills, you wear the pants, you wear the dress, you do everything under the sun because that's, what your life is. I want you to be the queen now and put your feet up and allow a man to drive and allow him to help. And so at that Starbucks date, you go, hey, would you mind getting me some sugar? And he gets up and he gets it and then he brings it to you and you go, thank you. You're a gentleman. Being a queen is just letting him be able to do something for you. And then we give him that appreciation, right? Like, thank you. One of my favorite John Gray examples is, when he builds a fireplace for his wife. And she, she's cold normally, and now she's got the fireplace, and she's nice and warm. And every time he goes and gets a log, he's like, yeah, I'm protecting and taking care of my woman. So he brings it over, plops it on the fireplace, and she gives him a little wink or a, oh, you big sexy man, thank you for protecting me and keeping me warm. Every time he puts on a log, he gets that appreciation, and he knows it. He's not going to build it too high. He wants to go, every few minutes to get that extra log. He knows what he's doing. So, letting the man help, whether it be getting you a glass of water, letting him drive, even saying, hey, can you help me with my coat? Just letting him, and then even, some men mess this up. And men don't always watch self-help stuff, right? So my favorite one that they mess up is they'll be like, what do you want to do on a date? And a lot of you women that are kicking butt at work, you're like, I made enough decisions. Like, I've managed all these people. I manage all these deliverables. Like, I wish he would just make the decision. So don't come up with the answer. Put him back in the man seat, in the masculine seat. You stay in that feminine role and you go, it would be amazing if you would pick our date. Or it would be amazing if you found us an Italian restaurant. Or, you can give him a little guidance, but let him go do the legwork. So he's in that masculine role. This is also powerful because he's going to value. He's not even going to realize it, but he's like, oh, wow, she knows how to be feminine. And when he has to go do the work, when he has to go research on Google or research and find a place or find something for you to do, that's making him want you more. He's making him value you more because he's got to do a little effort, a little work. There's something to be said. This brand new chair I just got, I had to build it. If someone just rolled it in here, I'd be like, oh, cool, a chair. But instead, well, this is because I'm an idiot and can't build very well. It took me 2 hours to build this thing. And now I'm like, oh yeah, my chair, built with my own hands. Like, I value this puppy now because I had to earn it. It wasn't just rolled right in for me, already built. And that's the same with him planning the dates. We got to get him to earn it. It bonds him to you. And it allows him to see you as high value. It's like, you can't just, take her to McDonald's and then, she's coming home with you for a night of sex. No, he's got to take you on some proper dates, get to know you, make you feel safe, make you feel comfortable, build some chemistry, some compatibility, get things in common. He's got to earn it. All right, my queens. So I hope that's helpful for the secret to make a man love and value. And once again, it's valuing yourself. How a man feels about you is a reflection of how you feel about yourself. If you can't love or value yourself, then you can't expect a man to do the same. What do you think? Is that it? Is that the answer? Are those good examples on words of affirmation? Let me know if this was helpful. And I always appreciate compliments. Whew. All right. Love you guys. I'll put a video up here and here. Go pick one to watch next. And we'll see you for the next video.